echo. So I don't know where the echo is.
I think it's coming from my end. Let me see if I can put it down
Okay.
here
How about
instead.
now, Curtis? Is there still an echo?
Oh, you know what?
Keith, it's probably on your computer, Curtis says.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Better, much better. Yay!
There we
I'm
go.
live. Today is Friday. Woo!
Good
That
deal.
was
We
a
made it.
challenge. You know?
Yeah. Holy cow.
When you're not like I'm techie. I love tech. How about you, Keith? Do you like tech?
I do. I get frustrated sometimes, but I love it. Makes life a lot easier. But man, sometimes it can be frustrating.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This was one of those days, but that's all right. We're live. You know, they say this is CP time. I don't know if you know what CP time is, but let me tell you, it is a thing.
Wait, what is CP time?
You don't? I don't want to make anyone mad on here. I don't want anyone inboxing me later, but I'll tell you later.
Okay. I'm too naive.
If anyone does not know, let me know and I'll tell you later. Okay.
And also,
I don't want to get groups or anybody mad. You know, somebody may be sensitive this morning, and I don't want to make them mad.
Hopefully not. It's Friday morning. Hopefully everyone's in a good mood. Also,
hopefully.
Thank you, Mary. Coffee to you, Mary. Thank you for complimenting my voice. Appreciate that.
Yes, he has like this crazy like radio voice. It is wonderful.
Tell you what, if property management ever fails, I got a career. Hopefully, maybe.
Absolutely. So everyone, today I'd like to introduce to you. This is when did we meet? I think we met probably about 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It may have been 3 years ago, Keith, right?
I think you're right. Yeah, it was a while ago.
Okay. Yeah, I think it was 3 years ago. Well, this is, now let me know if I'm saying it right. Keith Wachter.
Close. Wachter is how we pronounce it. It's one of those crazy German ones that's hard to pronounce.
Wachter. Okay. Well, very nice. Very nice, because I never called you by your last name before. So I always say, hey, Keith. Hey, Keith.
Yeah. And that's the easiest way to do it for sure, because pretty much everyone gets it wrong. I get different names all the time. Wachter, Walker, pretty much everything besides my last name. So it is what it is.
Okay. Well, it's a nice last name.
Well, thank you.
I'm here to talk this morning, you guys, about property management. You know, Keith is amazing at what he does, and I wanted him on here today because I've gotten a lot of they said for you to turn something down. Is there still an echo?
I think what it might be because you got your phone. Is your phone and your computer having audio? Are they both on?
Oh,
I've got my AirPods connected to my phone.
Okay, let me turn myself down a little bit if I can. It's a lot of excitement. I may have to go get something. I hope there's not too much of an echo. No, Curtis says it's on your end for some reason. I don't know. I don't see how. I'm clear. They said it's on your end.
Let's see. I've got my computer.
Because we don't want anything to mess this up.
Muted, but if I mute my Zoom, then that one's going to be, you won't be able to hear me on the recording.
Zoom, but maybe you're better now.
I don't know. I still hear it a little bit on my end because I can hear the echo in my headphone too.
Curtis was talking for the background. What did you say, Curtis? It's a little bit, but it's not bad. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, Yaya, here. Nice to see you today, Yaya. Okay, now we're good.
Yeah, I muted myself on my phone, but then everyone won't be able to hear me on Instagram. I don't think.
Because I have my volume on Instagram turned down completely. So maybe that's it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure. Well, don't worry, we'll talk through it. And if it's really bad, you guys, let me know. But hey, let's get to it. So, Keith, let me know about yourself today. What do you do in property management? Tell us a little bit about you.
Cool. All right. Absolutely. So, what we do is we're a vacation rental management company. So we basically we do everything for a property owner if they're looking to rent a vacation home. Let's see.
I can't hear you at all now.
Yeah, audio would only be going through Instagram because I muted myself on Zoom.
Okay.
Either way, that's okay. We'll have a little bit of an echo because I think it's coming through. It's your phone picking up my Zoom audio.
Okay, so I'll listen to you through Instagram. How's that?
Oh, okay, we can do that.
Yep.
So yeah, we are a service vacation rental management company. So basically, what we do is we provide all the services that a homeowner would need for a vacation rental home if they wanted to own, but necessarily didn't really live in Orlando. So basically, we would advertise a vacation rental home for a property owner. We communicate with guests. We take the bookings. We have 24-hour emergency services as well. So, basically, if there's any issues, if a guest can't get into a property, if there's maintenance issues in the property, then, of course, we can handle all of those issues and have 24-hour day, 7-day a week emergency services, and then routine maintenance, keeping the property in good shape, making sure that it's ready for next guests with pool cleaning. We administer the pest control services. If we need to do lawn service, we do lawn service. So on and so forth. So really, we can help with everything so that homeowners can be completely absent from the property. They don't have to worry about anything. All they see is a monthly statement come through with the bookings and the maintenance that comes through, and basically.
Okay, because I'm going to stop you there just a little bit, Keith, because you're throwing a lot at people that have never heard about vacation rentals. Okay, never heard about them at all. So here's the thing that I want to get across. First of all, maybe we need to step back a little bit. So what exactly is a vacation rental?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good place to start.
It versus let's say timeshare or something,
Yeah.
So what is a vacation rental?
Yeah, exactly. So it is completely different than a timeshare, but it's still in that same, kind of hospitality, second home purchase. So what it is it's a second home that a lot of people will finance, they'll buy it. A lot of cash buyers with vacation rentals too, and they will basically use it a couple times throughout the year, use it basically however much they want. That's the biggest difference between like a timeshare. So you can use the property however much you want. It's 100% your asset. You own the house. Again, 100% yours, and then you basically rent it out on sites like Airbnb. Verbo is another site. You can book through booking.com. So there's lots of different ways that people can book the property. So most people call them Airbnbs, but the true technical name is a vacation rental.
Okay. So that leads me to talk about the difference maybe in a hotel condo situation now, because there's several types of vacation rentals, right? So there's the vacation rentals, the timeshare, the vacation rentals where, what you do, which is you manage the property that is completely owned by the owner. And then there's the hotel condo vacation rental, which usually comes with its own hotel management, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so I want to show people the difference. Right now there's a lot of people coming on. Seth said, I learned so much already. Oh, that's awesome. So that's the thing, Airbnbs, for me and my family, that's what we like to do now. We don't like the regular hotel. What a hotel is to us is limitation. And not to talk bad about any hotels, but honestly, if you have a huge family and you go to vacation, going to a hotel can be very restricting. Whereas when you have a house, what are the things included? Your stove, refrigerator, things like that. And what are the sizes of homes do you usually have? Like, what can they go up to? How many bedrooms?
Yeah. So, a little bit to unpack there, but you're absolutely right. I mean, vacation rental versus the hotel accommodations. We're seeing vacation rental bookings and rental performance actually outperformed hotels last year nationwide. So
Wow.
it's really, from 10 years ago to Airbnb, basically being somewhat known, but not super well known, to being an absolute household name today. It's a huge growth, and we see nothing but that continuing to be the pattern for vacation rentals. It's like you mentioned, if you have a family or if you are going someplace where you're going to be there for a little while, you want space, you want some privacy, you want to be comfortable, you want big beds, you want a kitchen, you don't necessarily, you want all the comforts of home while not being home away from home, like a lot of people say. And that's what a vacation rental provides you from a experience standpoint. That's why a lot of people are switching. Like you mentioned, from a hotel, you're not confined. There are definitely conveniences to a hotel. I won't put that down, or hotels down, because there's absolutely a time and a place for a hotel. A quick 1 or 2 night stay in a hotel makes perfect sense. Business trips for a hotel, still a lot of business goes on, or business trips take place in hotels, just because you don't need it for too long, and you don't want to spend a ton of money. But that's the interesting thing with a vacation rental, and really in the Orlando area, what we see a lot of is multiple families splitting bigger properties. So 6, 7, 8 bedroom homes can be split with 2 or 3 families, and it becomes very, very affordable to actually stay in a vacation rental between 3 families. It's much better, more affordable than a hotel. It's definitely more affordable than staying on Disney property. And a lot of times you're going to have a resort with a resort, like a community pool. You're going to have splash pads, a tiki bar to go to. You'll have a private pool in the backyard. I mean, literally every comfortable item that you would want would be in a vacation rental. So it's awesome. To answer your question, vacation rental bedroom sizes and property sizes range from what we manage a 2-bedroom condo up to a 9-bedroom single family home. There are some communities that will have 10, 11, 12, 14 bedroom homes as well. So it makes a lot of sense. Just makes a lot of sense. Again, for depending on what you're looking for, there's a vacation rental for everyone.
Awesome.
Tons of different options.
Awesome. Well, thank you. That is good information. Actually, let's see some comments here. Joseph said, "Thank you for explaining the difference." Yes, and Val, yes, it's that Airbnb, as Keith was saying, and you can see the comments also as well, right, Keith?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Yeah, so more affordable. And Curtis, let's see here. Probability to purchase a 9-bedroom. Depends on the property itself, how well it's decorated. What we like to do, typically, we'll put together individual kind of cash flow estimates, cash flow statements for each property to break down the profitability of each property, and then give feedback based on listing pictures or something like that on how to make a property as profitable as possible. Typically, what we see is really anywhere from a 3 to a 10% cap rate is what we look at. But I know that gets a little bit confusing too if you start to talk about cap rates. That might be a different video altogether. But kind of generally in that area.
Okay.
And then, Mary mentioned too. She said, "I thought Airbnb is not allowed in Orlando." Totally allowed, just depending on where you go. It's not a like downtown Orlando. They've got a lot more restrictions, but you go closer to Disney, and it's pretty much wide open.
Okay. Awesome. Good to know. So you're giving a lot here, right? So I suggest that you come back to the page, everyone out there, and re-watch the video because Keith has so much information, about this vacation rental thing. So let me ask you a question. So you mentioned capitalization rate. Can you explain that? Just really quickly explain capitalization rate and what rate you should be looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. So cap rate is what a lot of people call it, and that's typically what investors of residential real estate or multifamily real estate are looking at from an investment point of view. Mm-hmm. It's basically telling you the easiest way to put it is it's telling you your rate of return before financing expenses. So before principal and interest. So you include property taxes, insurance, the HOA fees, if there are HOA fees too. So again, everything before principal and interest, and it basically gives you that return. So if you're to pay cash, and that's why the reason we look at that is because it's so hard for us to actually know what folks are financing. We don't know how much they're financing. We don't know how much they're putting down, type of loan, anything like that. So that's where cap rate is typically the number one looked at number to look at when in terms of investing.
Okay, so with that being said, because if the numbers don't work, Joseph said something. I think, which is where you want to get an Airbnb near the theme parks rather than in downtown Orlando? Oh, so which one would you do? Downtown Orlando or next to Disney? Which one do you think is more rentable?
Good question. So
that is a good question.
Downtown, you are going to run into more rental restrictions. So Orange County is the county that downtown Orlando is located in, for those that might not be in Orlando. And it is more strict on Airbnbs because they want to try to keep it less touristy, more residential in downtown Orlando. Totally understandable. We're in the industry and we understand that people want to have that break. I understand it too. If you want to be in a residential neighborhood without knowing your neighbors, then I get it. It's just a different way of living. So that's where your biggest difference is going to be. You're going to run into more restrictions. In downtown Orlando, what you can do, there's a couple different ways to get around the restrictions, or there's a couple, it's not loopholes, it's just areas that they've opened up. You can rent a property in downtown Orlando on Airbnb if you live on the premises. So if you have like a room above your garage as a living space, you can rent that out. If you have an extra bedroom and you're living in the property, you can rent out that extra bedroom or a mother-in-law suite. So that's what we see a lot of in downtown Orlando. To be completely honest, there's a lot of people break rules too, and they just wait to get caught, or wait till the neighbors complain. That's not the way to do
it. So in that case, it's not good to ask for an apology later. It's better to not break the rules, right? Are the fines heavy?
Yes. Still, to answer the first question, it's you're looking at this as an investment property, and if you just get shut down for breaking rules or regulations, you're out of luck. I mean, there's nothing that you can do. You can try to switch it to a long-term rental, but the numbers that you based your projections on before you bought the property are completely out the window. So you either have a backup plan or you just follow the rules from the beginning. So that's where our focus is, the Disney area, or that's why our focus is the Disney area, Kissimmee, Four Corners, Davenport. Those are the hot spots where we're really traveling or targeting the vacationers that are traveling to the area.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. There's more questions coming in. Short-term rentals, Curtis said, are very rare in the Orlando area, which you just explained. Kelsey, nice to see you. Hey, Erin, you're back. Yay. And Joseph says, man, this is great information. And Curtis says, if I were to purchase a $800,000 vacation home and it has about a $500 HOA, what is my potential profit?
It's probably like a $500 a month. Man, I wish I could share my screen on my computer.
Let's see.
I've got actual cash flow estimates that I could pull up here.
Well, can you? Let's see. Multiple participants can share simultaneously. See if you can share it now.
Let's see, where are we?
Hey, Keisha. Oh, this is a great call for you to be on. Actually, we're talking about vacation rentals and making some money. So this is a great call for you to be on. Good to see you here. Keith is in property management and he's breaking it down for us this morning. So he's about to give us some real information, sharing his screen and showing us some profitability.
Okay, let's see here.
Joseph says, so many investors blindly purchase a home for vacation home purposes without knowing the restrictions. Absolutely. And then they're calling us to sell it back because the realtor that helped them with the purchase did not tell them that it was not a community that you can use as a short-term rental. That happens a lot.
Can you see on my screen on the Zoom call, Karlene?
I can see it. The story lake is very small, like that box that says story lake, that's super small.
Okay, so I made it a little bit bigger, and for you guys on Instagram Live, I'll just show my screen real quick. This is what it looks like. Maybe I'll put it here. This is what it looks like. So this is kind of a projection that you can get. I can email this to anybody that would be interested, but this is what we put together for vacation rental homes. And again, it's going to show you all your operating expenses. It's going to show rental revenue, our management fee that comes out of it, commission, I should say, and really all the expenses, estimated expenses that you'd be able to expect. So, and then here you're going to see your estimated net income. That's where you'll be able to calculate your cap rate. So you'll take the price of the property divided by that net income or vice versa, and that's going to give you your cap rate.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Now I saw what happened. I don't know, I'm seeing a screen that not what you showed just now. So I'm seeing basically a folder and I'm seeing email. So, oh, there it goes. You need to move it over just a little bit.
There we go.
Yes, now I see it. Now I see it. So everyone on Zoom can take a look at that for a second. And then when you're ready to stop sharing your screen, you can. But, you know, everyone's right. You know, Joseph, I believe Curtis just said that we will have to do this again because there's so many people interested in vacation rentals, especially now. Maybe they don't want, maybe they're up in New York, or maybe they're in Tennessee, or maybe they're in California, and they want to come down during the summer and occupy their space, but for the most part, rent and make the money while they're not occupying their space. Now, we went a little over, of course, but we started a little late. So if anyone's willing to stick on the call for a little while longer, I just had a couple of questions that I wanted to ask.
Yeah, for sure.
Say that again.
I said, yeah, let's do it. For sure.
Awesome. Curtis has a question. Curtis, can you put it in the chat box? Oh, how do you project vacancy? That's a question on Facebook.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So vacancy rates and occupancy rates are definitely the super hot topics with vacation rentals and hotels as well. And typically, you know, that's why we break down our cash flow estimates from 40% 70% occupancy. And that's going to be paid occupancy by guests. That's the important one to look at. So paid occupancy, again, is going to show you what people are paying per night times the number of nights that they're actually booking at the property. And we typically say that on a bad year, 40% occupancy would probably be a bad year. 60%, 50, 60% would be a good year, but 70% is really what we want to achieve. That's going to be a great year. And of course, that's all going to be dependent on your marketing program and how much you're actually charging per night. I won't go too deep into how we do that or what we do.
No, because you can't give away all your nuggets. They're gonna have to contact you after, right? They're gonna have to contact you after. So there's a few people that you're gonna have to answer here that's asking for your contact information. I just want to say hi to a couple of people. Brian, hey, good morning. Jackie, hey, good morning. Good to see you. Sherry, this is a great guy for you guys to get in contact with and use, okay? Raphael, good to see you. Keisha, good to see you. Yes, you are welcome, Raphael. So a lot of people are taking a lot from this call. I mean, I had some questions here and I can't even get to all the questions. First of all, you answered half of them without even knowing you answered them. And secondly, you're just so good at what you do. Okay, and you explain things very, very well. So let me ask you a question. Okay, this is very important. How do you feel? Because I have my take on it. How do you feel about someone purchasing an investment vacation rental before they may purchase their own home? Because some people say, oh, I want my own home before I purchase a rental. Do you have any takes on that?
Yeah. You hear it all the time on social media, and depending on who you talk to, you get all sorts of different financial advice. And I'm by no means a financial advisor. We always tell people that you need to be comfortable with your own living situation. You need to make sure that you've got a roof over your head and are very comfortable with your finances before jumping into a vacation rental. There is a level of risk with the vacation rental home, and you don't want to put your own finances, your own house under jeopardy to be able to have a vacation rental home. Yes, they can perform very well. They can generate lots of rental revenue, but it really should be looked at like you would any investment, with calculating risk and making sure that you're taking that into consideration. We really, with all of our numbers, we want to try to under-promise and over-deliver, because again, we are not in the business of just trying to get people in the door and properties under management, tell them what they want to hear just to get the property in our program. Because at the end of the day, that's going to be a upset investor. It's going to be a time for us, terrible time for us, just kind of explaining things and trying to make things work when it's not supposed to work, anything like that. So we always want super happy investors, and we're always going to share as much information and really conservative information when we can on the upfront. That's the business that we're in.
Well, thank you so much, Keith. And thank you this morning for your time and for your patience without technical difficulties. I forgot to ask you this morning, what kind of coffee were you drinking?
Well, thanks for asking. We do Starbucks blend. So we do a Starbucks bold roast. I just do it in a drip coffee pot. It's my
Oh.
Yeah. We do the darkest stuff possible. It's I think it's Wachter. So
oh. So you got some energy. You're fired up every morning.
I'm feeling good. I think that's why my voice is so deep, and that's why because I drink bold roast coffee.
Well, good thing to know. So I won't drink bold because I don't need my voice deep. That's awesome. Okay, so listen, I just want you to, because I totally forgot to do this with my lender the other day, and I don't want to forget to ask you to for you to give us your information, where people can reach you at. I'm sure you're going to get calls and questions. So where can they reach you?
Yeah, absolutely. You can call me or text me. My direct line is 407-519-9493. I'll give the company phone number. That's my number. And then my email address is keith@itrip.net. You can reach me anytime that way. I'm more than happy to answer any calls, answer any questions that anybody may have, share any information that's needed as well.
Okay, wonderful. Curtis said that he posted it. Yeah, this was awesome. Joseph had also said earlier 40 to 70% is great returns. So thank you so much, Keith. I just have to say thank you, because you took your time out this morning. It was kind of short notice. It was short notice. Huh?
I love it. I mean, I really appreciate the opportunity to connect again and
Yes.
jump on the call together. I really appreciate your time too, and the opportunity to be on the call, because I really do appreciate it. Curtis, so give the number again. My phone number is 407-519-9493. But we love you, Curtis. We absolutely, you guys are fantastic real estate agents. You're real, you're down to earth people, and you're in it for relationships and to tell people the truth. So we love working with you guys and folks like you guys. We got to do it again.
Yes. Oh, yeah. This is for sure, because people are going to say, well, I forgot to ask, you didn't ask this and you didn't ask this. I get those calls after, oh, you didn't ask this. So we're definitely going to have you back on again. And I expect you to have a very busy season this year. So I will be grateful for any time that you can give me over the next couple of months.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. It is. Vacation rentals are hot right now. So anyone that's listening that's thinking about doing it, do it, because the market is super hot and property prices have risen. Vacation rental owners that bought 2-3 years ago are very, very happy right now. Rentals are good, property prices are good. So that we don't think that's going to slow down here over the next year either. And of course, yeah, more than happy would love to jump on another one of these calls.
Awesome. Thank you. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks, Keith.